I'm sorry, there was a power cut, so we are continuing the next video here. So the case 2 was AOP 6 lakhs and you fall under part A, slab rates for AOP. Share of members from AOP 6 lakhs, 3 lakhs. Rebate under 86 will apply because he paid only as per part A. Let's continue now. Ronak sir, Srinivas sir. From AOP how much we got? 360 and 2 lakh 40. From other income how much we got? 2 lakhs, 2 lakh 40. Clear? Deduct, add 560, 4 lakh 80. Correct? This is your total income. On this, calculate the tax before cess. 24,500, 11,500. This is 4 lakh 80 minus 2 lakh 50. Whatever you get, 2 lakh 30 into 5%. This is 5 lakh 60 minus 5 lakh 60,000. 60,000 ka 20% is 12,000. 12,000 plus 12,500 gives you 24,500. Am I clear till here? Now listen. This is A, this is B, this is C. Less rebate under section 86. Stop. Give me the formula. Go tax A into what? Share of AOP B by C. ये समझ में आया? A into B by C. कितना आ रहा? That is 24,500 into 3,60,000 divided by 5,60,000. 15,750. Am I clear? And the second one is half on the share. It should be half, no? 11,500, 5,750. Clear? Deduct 8,750, 5,750. Now listen. It's not that simple. Again you will get rebate under 87. 87A. If the income lies between 2.5 lakhs and 5 lakhs, in my example, Srinivas sir income lies within the range. In my example, Srinivas sir income lies between 2.5 and 5 lakhs. So he will also get rebate not only under 86, what we are covering till now, he will also get rebate under 87A. That is the tax amount 5,750 or limit of 12,500, whichever is lower, 5,750, and I will not get the rebate. Up so no. Then you will take the total. This is 8,750 and this is 0. Now you will add cess for Ronak sir at the rate of 4%. That's how you do the problem. That's how you do the problem. What we did, example 1, utta difficult exam mein he will not ask. He will ask like this only. That I did so that you become a very good, you should have advanced knowledge on the topic. Example 1 was sort of high level. But whatever we are doing, example 2 and 3, that only he will ask in exam. You don't worry about that. This is incomplete, we'll complete it. Continue kar chalo. Shall we continue? Chalo. So the answer should be here. I'm continuing on the top. 8750 and 0. Then we will add cess at the rate of 4%, 350, 0. 9100, 0. This is tax payable. Sure. Clear till here. Shall we do one more example now? Last one before we cover one important case law, then the topic gets completed. Okay. Now, how many examples are done? Example 4. One second. Listen now. Example 4. Total income of AOP. Don't write, let me complete. Total income of AOP is 60,000. How much? 60,000. Members are रौनक सर, श्रीनिवास सर. कौन है? रौनक सर, श्रीनिवास सर. A Limited, Alibaba. He is an Indian company. This fellow is a foreign company, and we two are resident individuals. We both are resident. One is income, means Alibaba Inc., a foreign company, and our share is 40%, 10%, 20%, and 30%. That is our share, and our other income is 90,000, 80,000. Nothing is given here. Am I clear with the scenario? Am I clear with the scenario? Yes or no? Bolo re pehle. Yes or no? Yes. Now listen. Now listen. I'll tell you later on. If it's a the tax rate, effective rate, I'll tell you when the right time comes. Right now it's not needed. When the right time comes, effective tax rate for foreign 43.68% रहता. How much? 43.68%. Am I clear till here? Not to AOP, for the foreign company tax rate. For company 30% we already know. For individual slab rates. For company effective tax rate is 43.68%. Now listen how to do this kind of problems. It's not that simple. What is income of AOP? Income of AOP is 60,000. Now, what is MMR rate? MMR is 42.744%. But in the AOP we have one of the members, which is Alibaba. For him the tax rate is 43 point. So this is more or 42 is more? 43 is more or 42 is more? 43 is more. Now please come to section 167B. 167B. It's an income. Share are already known. Part C, where one or members, that is Alibaba, is taxable higher than MMR. Alibaba tax rate is 43 point, which is definitely more than 42 point. So this fellow will fall now under part C. This fellow will fall under part C. यहाँ तक क्लियर? वापिस बोल रहा हूँ, रिमेंबर द रेट. MMR 42.744, foreign company 43.68%. How did we get? I'll tell you later on when the right time comes. Right now you can't, don't ask me something which I did not cover yet. हाँ, यहाँ तक clear? Now what is the answer given? Now listen, what does government says? Government, सुनो, what is income of AOP? 60,000. उसमें अलीबाबा का इनकम कितना है? निकालो 30%. 60. Share of Alibaba, how much? 18,000. Correct? Balancing figure 42,000. Clear? Now Act clarifies tax payable, tax by AOP is 18,000 into, अब listen logic समझाता हूँ. If generally the 60,000 पे 42.744% should come, correct? Alibaba will get 18,000. For Alibaba it is exempt. Alibaba is exempt kada because that already tax is paid by AOP. Had it is taxable for Alibaba, assuming it's taxable, he would have paid tax at 43.68. But government is getting tax only at the rate of, so there was a loss of revenue to central government due to this. Central government said, technically we should not do all this. We'll directly multiply 60,000 into 42.744 and the answer gets closed. And whatever each member is getting, for them it is exempt. But 18,000 received by Alibaba, and if it is not exempt for Alibaba, he must have paid tax at 43.68, but government is getting only at. So an amendment was made by Arun Jaitley. Arun Jaitley said, on this AOP will pay tax at 43.68%, and on the balance AOP will pay at the rate of MMR. Listen now. यहाँ देखो आप, tax is equals to higher rate on such share of member Alibaba, higher rate 43.68 and balance 42,000 mida MMR. That is what I am doing. And there is a logic behind it. Agar, if I don't do this, government will lose tax at around 1% of the tax. And one more thing, you will get some, what is the answer we are getting? Total. I'll do it. 18,000 into 4368 plus 42, one second, 18,000 into 0.4368 plus 42,000 into 0.42774, 25,827 I got. $7,862. 18,000 into 0.4368, 7862 बराबर. Second one 42,000 into 0.42744, sorry, 42744, 17,952, 25,814. This is the one. So it means if any member of AOP, so now yeah, if any is liable to pay tax more than MMR, for AOP that higher tax will apply for the share of that member. If any member of AOP Alibaba is liable to pay tax more than MMR, then AOP has to pay tax on the share of Alibaba with higher rate and the balance income at MMR rate. And this 60,000 will be given to 4 parties. Who are those 4 parties? Ronak sir, Srinivas sir, A Limited, Alibaba, and for 4 it is exempt. It is taxable only if it comes under part A. Under all other parts it is exempt, and rebate under 86 also will not apply. यहाँ तक समझ में आना. Copy this. All examples. Question में he will not give, don't worry, unknown share, that will not be given. It always be known. Unknown है तो भी I told you the concept, don't worry. Listen, how did we get 43.68? Listen, 40% is a tax rate plus 5% surcharge plus 4% cess. That's how we get the value. Shall I continue? Sure. Now if you want, we can also continue the problem from members point of view also. Listen now. Now what was the income? Income of AOP 60,000. How many members? 4. What? Who are those? Ronak sir, Srinivas sir, A Limited, Alibaba Limited. What was the share? 40%, 10%, 20%, 30%. It is 24, 6,000, 12,000 and 18,000. These incomes are exempt for members. Okay. So the 4 members, Ronak sir, Srinivas sir, A Limited, Alibaba. Their AOP income is exempt. Other income. How much? I give other income also, no? 90,000, 80,000, nil. Total income 90, 80, 0, 0. Tax for A Limited 0, Alibaba 0, this less than Bhelpuri 0, this also less than Bhelpuri 0. Is said depth I also don't know under AOP concept. Sure, copy this. Shall we continue? Now write note points. Note points. Note 1. The share of members from AOP income shall be apportioned under various heads of income in the same manner in which the income of AOP or BOI is determined. उसका मतलब क्या होता, सुनो सर. AOP got long term capital gain of 1 lakh and AOP comes under part A. Part A got long term capital gain of 1 lakh. जान दो. House property income of 4 lakhs. and they come under Part A. Although AOP will pay tax as per slab rates. That AOP income will be apportioned to the members. For members also taxable because they are coming under Part A. It is taxable to members. 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs, to members equally under house property only. Because AOP के लिए it is house property income. When that income is apportioned to members, it is taxable under same head of income to the members. It is taxable to members under the same head of income. If this is capital gain, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs capital gains. Other sources, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs other. PGBP, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs PGBP. That's the point. That's what you wrote. Second point. Any interest paid by members on capital borrowed by them, any interest paid by members on capital borrowed by them for investment purpose in AOP or BOI shall be deducted from his share of income. उसका मतलब सुनो. I should not explain each and every point, sir, but I don't know why what happens to me. Everything I'll explain. Listen. Raunak borrowed, सुनते जाओ, 10 lakhs at the rate of 10% and invested in AOP. Srinivas has own funds. He also invested 10 lakhs. I also invested 10 lakhs. He also invested 10 lakhs. AOP got an income of 4 lakhs. AOP got income of 4 lakhs. Assuming AOP falls under Part A. So AOP will pay tax as per slab rates. And our share is 50%, 50%. So my income will be 2 lakhs. Srinivas sir income will be 2 lakhs. Okay. Then we will add other income. Yes or no? Now government says, Rai Ronak, your share of AOP is Srinivas sir also, but you are paying interest of 1 lakh. So that because you to invest 10 lakhs in AOP, you are paying 1 lakh interest because you borrowed the funds. How much interest you are paying? So that I will deduct, and your net share will only be 1 lakh. Whereas Srinivas share will be 2 lakhs only. My share was also 2 lakhs. But I am paying 1 lakh rupees interest because I borrowed the funds and invested in the AOP. Now read the point. That's the logic behind the point. Sure. Now, right. Note number 3, the last one. Right. Case law heading. Case law heading. CIT versus गोविंद भाई मामा ए केस लॉ. CIT versus गोविंद भाई मामा ए केस लॉ. Now write another issue. What was the issue raised? पहले लिख लो everything. Whether land inherited by 3 brothers which was compulsorily acquired by government under 45(5). Capital gains may cover compulsory acquisition capital asset under 45(5), comma, will capital gain be taxable? In the hands, will capital gain be taxable as AOP or in their individual status? Below that, observation by court. Court held that AOP could be formed AOP could be formed only when 2 or more persons voluntarily come together for common purpose. However, in the given case, the property was inherited by these 3 brothers. And the income is not derived on account of any business venture. And income is not derived on account of any business venture, but is derived under 45(5) of the Act. Bracket lo compulsory acquisition of capital asset. Compulsory acquisition of capital asset. Full stop. Thus, The basic test to become an AOP is absent. The basic test to become an AOP is absent. Last, next line, heading, conclusion. Conclusion. Based on above, Supreme Court held that based on above, Supreme Court held that the resultant capital gains shall be taxable in their individual hands only. Shall be taxable in their individual hands only and not as AOP. This completes taxation of how many sections are covered? I forgot, memory loss. 40 BA, 167 B, 67 86, 40 subsection BA, 167 B और क्या था? 67A and 86. That's what we have covered, no? That is what I told you here. Here, the first page, 40 BA, 167 B, 67A. That is what we covered. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Thank you.